the beneficiary for that. And then you had a race off of pit road at lap 232. Truex Jr., the winner right there. The order goes as follows. Truex Jr., Kevin Harvick, Kurt Busch, Kyle Busch, Dale Jr., Jimmy Johnson, Keselowski, Hamlin, Logano, and Kenseth, respectively. The 78, the 4, the 41, the 18, the 88, the 48, the 2, the 11, the 22, and the 0. 22 and the 20. Alright. And then the green flag will come out lap 235, restart lap 236. Ryan Newman, 31 car, penalized for speeding on pit road, lap 233, section 1 of pit road. And remember, the sensors are set at intervals, with the first one at the beginning of pit road, the second one, last one, actually at the end of pit road. And section 1 would be between the first sensor at the entrance and sensor number 2. So that would be section 1. Chase Elliott, 25 car, pitted too soon. And then David Gilliam, his crew came over the wall too soon. Now, pitting too soon, of course, means that, okay, so caution comes out, so they close pit road for a couple laps. Then they open pit road, and then you can go in and pit. Okay. Now, see, IndyCar does it different. They have closed pit road, but if you go through pit road, you don't get penalized. If you go through pit road and then get into your pit stall, then you get penalized. And I'm thinking that NASCAR does the same thing. But that's one thing about IndyCar. And also, IndyCar uses what they call the blue flag, which NASCAR does not use. Formula One also uses the blue flag as well. And what the blue flag means, it's signaling to a driver that there's a car going really fast that's trying to come up on his side, and he has to let him go because the driver coming up is going faster than the driver in front is going, and he has to move over to let him go. Actually, you can get penalized for not letting him get in front of you, actually. So that's what the blue flag is for. Top 30 at lap 240, Kurt Busch, Truex Jr., and Kevin Harvick, the 41, the 70, and the 4. Kurt Busch with a 0.44 second lead over Truex Jr. at lap 240. That would grow to 1.07 seconds at 254. Truex Jr. takes the lead at lap 261. Truex Jr. takes care of little business, okay, during that race. And so you had the top 3 at lap 263. Truex Jr., Kurt Busch, Kevin Harvick, 78, the 41, and the 4. Harvick, though, moves into second at lap 270, so just to give you that information. Truex Jr. with a 3.87 second lead over Kevin Harvick at lap 271, which actually grew to 4.15 seconds at lap 272. Taking care of some business. Question number 5 comes out lap 273. Jimmy Johnson loses it. This time he goes into the wall, the infield wall, close to the pit road entrance. Casey Kane, the beneficiary there. Jimmy Johnson heads to the garage. AJ Allmendinger penalized for driving through too many pit stalls. Okay, that's a big one. And let's see, who else? Oh, so you had a race off pit road, lap 278. Truex Jr. wins that one. And the order goes: Truex Jr., Kevin Harvick, Kurt Busch, Denny Hamlin, Kyle Busch, Dale Jr., Matt Kenseth, Brad Keselowski, Paul Menard, Joey Logano. The 78, the 4, the 41, the 11, the 18, the 88, the 20, the 2, the 27, and the 22. 10 drivers, and all 10 drivers they took 4 tires. So there you go. And of course, getting off a pit road is a big deal because you can earn some very crucial points in pit road. You can also lose points as well. So very, very, And it blows my mind how sports guys say that racing is not a sport. Yeah, it is, because it's competition. Okay, it's not a ball. They're not on the field or anything, but it is competition. Okay, whose car can complete 400 laps and get to the finish line first? Okay, and it is competition. And pit road is crazy. If you can just imagine for a moment changing a flat tire and filling your car up in 12 seconds. Okay. There's something to think about. So, yeah, it is a sport. It's competition. Motor sport. Which is kind of exciting. Baseball has been struggling because baseball has been struggling for a while with getting ratings. And, they're trying to speed the game up a little bit. But, dude, NASCAR starts before baseball. And NASCAR ends after baseball's over. And not only that, you only have 3 months off in NASCAR. Baseball, you gotta wait all the way, oh my goodness, how many months away till spring training and all that. You know, how many months do you have to wait till football comes back? But NASCAR, 3 months, and they're back in action. Boom, there you go. And it is TV rating. NASCAR is number 2 in TV ratings, right after the NFL. So there you go. Now, bad for a continuous left turn. So you had a 4 wide, I forget what lap that was, but there was a 4 wide at one moment in that race with Dale Jr. on downstairs. Caution number 6 will come out lap 282. Ryan Blaney in the 21 car, he goes to the garage. Blaney gets loose and goes into the wall. Okay, sideswipes the wall there. A lot of smoke too. Beneficiary Rick Stenhouse Jr. in the 17 car. Pit road opens lap 286. Now you had the race leaders, which was Harvick, The Truex Jr. did not pit actually, but a whole bunch of other drivers did go to pit after that incident, which was Harvick, Kurt Busch, Keselowski, and Logano coming to pit. Truex Jr. and Denny Hamlin though did not pit, and Truex Jr. led a lot of laps that race. Okay, and then Josh Wise penalized for going. What did he get penalized for? Crew over the wall too soon. Okay, and again, can't come over the wall until the car is at least 1 pit box length away from its designated pit box. Green flag comes out lap 291 and the restart lap 292. Top three at lap 296. Martin Truex Jr., Kyle Busch, and Denny Hamlin, the 78, the 18, and the 11, respectively. Truex Jr. with a .52 second lead over Kyle Busch, 0.52 second lead at lap 297, which grew to 1.01 seconds at lap 304. It dropped a little bit after that, but then climbed back up to 1.2 seconds at lap 312. Then we finally get to lap 300 at 9:25 p.m. And here's the thing about Truex Jr., which I thought was kind of interesting, that last year, the whole 2014 season, Martin Truex Jr. led only 1 lap. A whole year. During this year's Coca-Cola 600, he led 132. He actually had led at lap 316, 102 laps already. Okay, so 132 laps he led in this one race, compared to last year for the whole season, leading only 1. Source, NASCAR. Question number 7 comes out lap 328. Michael Annett. They said there was a possible blown engine. He spins. Beneficiary Matt Kenseth. He had a race off pit road at lap 330. Denny Hamlin, the winner there. He had the 11, the 78, the 18, the 4, the 2, the 41, and the 5, the 88, the 16, and the 27, and all drivers took tires. Michael Annett also penalized for pitting too soon. Top 3, lap 334, Denny Hamlin, Truex Jr., and Kyle Busch, the 11, the 78, and the 18. Question number 8 comes out, lap 336, the 17 car, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., he goes into the wall at turn 3. Beneficiary, Ryan Newman, in the 31 car. Stenhouse Jr. heads to the garage. And then they hit the 500-mile mark at 9:46. And the restart, lap 341. Top 3 at lap 342. Denny Hamlin, Kevin Harvick, and Truex Jr., the 11, the 4, and the 78. But at lap 344, Truex would move up to second place, and then Harvick would drop down to third. David Ragan heads to the garage at lap 359. He wants blown engine, and actually he winds up dropping out of the race. Landon Castle gets back into the race at lap, let's see, what lap was that? I don't got it written down. But Landon Castle also comes back into the race around that time. You had the top 3 at lap 373, Truex Jr., Kevin Harvick, and Brad Keselowski. And Truex Jr. with a 1.47 second lead over Harvick at lap 374. That lead would grow to 2.04 seconds at lap 276. But Harvick does wind up taking the lead at lap 379 as Truex Jr. goes to pit. And then Carl Edwards would take the lead at lap 380. And Carl Edwards would seal the deal from this moment on. He held the lead for 20 laps and won that race. Top 3 at lap 384. Carl Edwards, Greg Biffle, Dale Jr. 1916 and the double 8. Carl Edwards with a 2.3 second lead over Greg Biffle at lap 386. That lead would grow to 1.54 seconds at lap 395. And then you had so it was the top three pretty much the whole rest of that race, okay, from that moment on. And then Edwards' lead over Biffle would grow to 2.31 seconds at lap 397. And then it would grow to 4.08 at the beginning of lap 399. Towards the end of lap 399, that lead was 4.59. White flag comes out, lap 399. And the results, Edwards, Biffle, and Dale Jr. first, second, and third. Alright, so lead track summary as follows. Matt Kenseth takes the lead from the start into turn 2, then into turn 3. Carl Edwards would take the lead, though, at the end of lap 1 going into lap 2. Then Edwards and Kenseth would flip-flop for the lead between lap 3 and lap 4. Kenseth would finally take the lead, though, at lap 4. First question comes out. Dave Jillian takes the lead. Then Matt Kenseth takes the lead right back into the restart at lap 31. Then, after the restart, Joey Logano takes over, and then Denny Hamlin would take over at lap 48. Kevin Harvick takes the lead, lap 64. Brad Keselowski, lap 81, and then Kevin Harvick, lap 81. Truex Jr. would take the lead during the second caution. Brad Keselowski, then Joey Logano into the restart, lap 95. Kurt Busch takes the lead, lap 97. No changes during caution number 3. But at lap 142, Truex Jr. would take the lead for a little bit, because Kurt Busch would take the lead also at lap 142. Jimmy Johnson takes the lead at lap 190. So Kurt Busch had the lead from 142 to 190. Jimmy Johnson takes over. Then Carl Edwards takes over 191. Truex Jr. takes over at lap 192. And then you had no changes for question number 4. But afterwards, Kurt Busch takes the lead lap 238. Truex Jr. takes the lead lap 261. Okay. And then, let's see, no changes in question 5 and 6. Denny Hamlin takes the lead lap 292. Truex Jr. lap 293. Denny Hamlin takes the lead during question number 7, and he'll hold on to the restart lap 333. No changes during question number 8. But then Truex Jr. takes the lead lap 363. Kevin Harvick lap 379. Carl Edwards lap 380. And he would take it all the way to the checkered flag. Good stuff. And it's actually his first time winning at Charlotte, and also marks his 24th career win as well. So good job in the 19 Toyota. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a quick break, and then we'll go over the racing schedule. Yes. Racing Podcast continues. Welcome back, everybody, to the Racing Podcast. Glad you can join me today. I'm going to try to push this through kind of quick today because last week's podcast hit the big 5-0 mark. 50 minutes. There was a lot of stuff to talk about last week. There's always a lot of stuff to talk about. Anyway, so next weekend, everybody heads to the Monster Mile. And Miles the Monster. Dover International Speedway. Yes, located at 1131 North DuPont Highway, Dover, Delaware, 19901. Capacity is 95,500. Track is an oval shape. And the surface from 1969 to 1994 was asphalt. And then from 1995 to present, concrete. And remember last year, they had the issue with the concrete. Right? When Jay's Murray car hit that chunk of concrete and brought out the first of 2 red flags last year. The length, 1 mile. Number of turns, 4. Bankings at the corners, 24 degrees. And at the straights, 4 degrees. And one of my favorite things about Dover is that the infield is a horse track. You gotta love it. Lap record for NASCAR lap record, 21.892 seconds. Brad Keselowski, Team Penske, 2014 NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. Now this weekend, everybody heads to Dover. Okay. Now, cool race is coming up tomorrow on Friday. You have a happy hour race if you want.